Hi guys, thanks for tuning back on with me with Empowered with Allosandra. Today I have Veronica with me and we are going to be talking about
makeup.
Yes, and it's really fun. You get to pick a bunch of lipstick colors and it's really fun for girls to do. So tell us about your makeup business and the journey on going on all that.
So I first started doing makeup when I was about, I want to say 14, right when I got the advantage, I took advantage of my parents letting me finally when I got to 9th grade, because when I was in 8th grade, I would sneak on eyeliner, we all did that. But as I got older, I finally started purchasing my own palettes, and I'm like,
I've seen them. She came to my house today. Where's her pink thing? Can somebody get her pink thing? Her pink.
Oh my god.
She showed up to my door. She rang the doorbell and I went out and this is what I saw. Wait to get here. He's like, what's happening? Sorry. And this is what I saw.
So I have my makeup kit
This thing. And
so I brought my makeup kit over and she was so...
She took out her palettes and she was putting everything onto my bed. And I was like, oh my gosh, she had Kylie, the new Kylie eyeshadow and face and the lip gloss and I was like, wow. And then this beautiful pink makeup suitcase.
So yeah, it's definitely a must-have for every makeup artist. A great investment. This beautiful pink thing should have all of your skin tones, your undertones, which olive,
which
yellow,
I didn't really know about.
Splash of pink, gold. You gotta have all that. It's a great investment if that's what you aspire to be. And definitely a kit should be the first thing that you're building up.
Mhm. And she has everything in there,
oh yeah, all the collections, the limited editions, my colored lipsticks, the nudes, the reds, the dramatics.
I was just like, wow. So tell us more about all that, how your business came.
Okay, so as I was saying, I first started when I was about 14, right when I got into 9th grade, right when I got to high school. I definitely took advantage of the fact that my parents finally let me wear makeup when I was sneaking on their makeup. So they're like, you know what, you need your own now. I'm sick of this.
That's what my mom said.
Sick of going back to my makeup bag and my eyeliner's gone. You have it at school. So I'm like, okay. So I'm like, okay. So, but when I was only doing eyeliner, I would do very dramatic things. I would start making my wing super dramatic. I would start curving my wing to the crease. I would start getting crazy with it. And I'm like, you know what, I think this is my thing. I love makeup. So when I finally started getting my own makeup in high school, I went crazy with it. I was like, foundation. I was wearing foundation that was way too light for me. I didn't know.
Well, that's the thing. That's a process. You have to go through that process.
Definitely.
I mean, I don't want to talk about how I used to do my makeup.
Yeah, now you probably got pictures on.
Yeah. I think I got the hang of it now. Well, she did my makeup today, actually. She did a really good job, with the time that we had.
Oh yeah,
she's amazing.
Yeah, I only had about 20 minutes and I smashed. I went in there.
Yeah.
I told her right when I got in the room, I was like, I'm just gonna jump in. And she's like, okay, jump in.
Yeah. So, did you ever get any mentors with makeup or anything like that?
Yes. As I got older, I would say I turned 19 and I didn't know where to go exactly with being a makeup artist. I was like, I know this is my passion. I know this is what I love to do. And finally, I was like, you know what? I want to go to a makeup academy. I think that would be my next step to learn more, to definitely learn things about makeup that I don't know. And I finally did that, and I had a mentor, and I mean, things were going great. She taught me a lot. Everything she taught me, I definitely ran with it. And after that, I started working for her. I would say working working for her. And then
did you get paid, like, or did she like how did all that happen?
Okay, so I started working for her, and definitely I was like, oh yeah, I'm doing what I love to do. I'm selling her makeup for her. I'm promoting her brand on my social media. I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do. I'm doing my dream. I'm living my dream. So eventually I asked, so what's up with my pay? I know I'm supposed to be getting commission. I understand I love doing makeup, but there is a business side, and I think everyone should know that who wants to be a makeup artist, that there is a business side. And I ended up getting worked. She didn't pay me for anything that I did. And yeah, I ended up being, it did crush me because you
got your hopes up.
Yeah, you have someone here that is selling you a dream, and she definitely played me, but that's what inspired me to go and be on my own. And I'm like, you know what? I don't need anybody. I don't need anybody to be telling me what to do. I mean, this person,
like, you know how to do your makeup,
yeah,
and that's all you need.
Definitely.
You already have like the right tools, and you're good at putting it on.
Yes.
And that's,
But I do thank her. I don't want to say she completely, ruined it for me. No, I mean, that's nothing compared to what probably could have happened. But that's nothing. She taught me a lot that I know now about makeup, about putting it on, because versus putting it on yourself, putting on someone else, completely different. So I would say she definitely trained me correctly, and she put me out on the field. I got to do a lot of great things. I've got red carpet credentials because of her. I've been on movie sets, I've been on TV show sets, and I don't think I could have done stuff like that without her. So I definitely thank her for some things, but I would have to say she did do me a little wrong for that. But I did get
But you
stuff
did get
out
a
of it.
great experience.
Yeah, definitely.
What movie sets were you on?
So I did Revolt TV, which was a TV show.
What's it about?
Revolt TV, it's where he has kids that want to be on TV and stuff, and they interview, like I did, Felicia, she interviews stars on the show. So P. Diddy will bring stars, like when Barbershop 2 was coming out, he brought Ice Cube, and he brought everyone on set. No, I didn't get to. I was behind the scenes. Yeah, I was more behind the scenes doing everyone's makeup, the interviewers. So she, then Felicia would come out and interview them, and this, yeah. So that was great. That was great, and I did a lot of boys' makeup as well, like comedians. Like, I don't know if you guys know Ross Swagger. He's a comedian. And I did a lot of men grooming as well, so that was really fun. That was fun.
How do you apply on guys' makeup? Like, what do you have to do for that? Like,
So guys'
I don't think they're wearing mascara or anything, right?
With men's makeup, they don't get all the concealer and all the beauty, the glam. They just need to dust off all the shine. Some need it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But definitely you would just take off all the shine with some translucent powder, and if they have a couple blemishes, then maybe just
touch it up a little bit.
Yeah, a powder of their color. A powder of their color. If they have little blemishes, it's really not too much, And if you get the powder on the lashes, you just want to clean the lashes up real quick. And if you see some holes in their brows, like some boys, they like that stuff to cut the brows and stuff. I just kind of fill it in a little.
I did that, actually.
I did that too. I'm a victim.
I did that. I was like, I don't know, I was just trying to do a new look. So what I did was I got my razor, and I did 2 lines right here, and
Was your mom
Yeah.
mad at you? Tell me your mom's. My mom was so
My
mad.
mom, she was like, what are you doing? Like, why'd you do that for? You look retarded, Allosandra. I was like, this looks cool. What are you talking
that's
about?
what I thought too.
This is
That's
like
what I thought.
the thing. This is it. But yeah. So, are you currently like in business right now?
So currently, yes, I do. I take that thing everywhere with me. Like I would travel up flights of stairs carrying it. It's really heavy, but I don't care. I do it because I love it. You know?
Yeah,
I love
it's
it.
fun. And people pay a lot of money to get their makeup done, and it's like, it's so fun though. It's like being
pampered. I would say most people when I do their makeup, I would say the greatest compliment is I'm falling asleep. That's the greatest compliment. Like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna fall asleep. That's the best compliment.
I like their reaction at the end. Like, I was like, okay, when I do my makeup and when I turn on my front camera and I try to take a selfie, I can't like see like the good details that I did. And after she was done doing my makeup, I turned to my front camera and I was like, oh, you can see the actual makeup on me. Like, this is great.
That was definitely me. The first time I did my makeup at school, when I first went to school, I did it and my teacher was like, okay, now take a selfie, shoot your work. I'm like, okay. So I'm like, where to go? And she's like, that, it means you're not applying it right. So she did it on purpose.
I mean, I assume a lot of girls have this issue. So how could girls get that, like, see the full definition on their phone when they want to take a selfie? Like, do you have any tips?
I would definitely say that too much. I mean, mostly it's the product. I would say
What kind of products?
The product and it's pigmented. From Kylie is great. Okay, she's really pigmented.
Really?
And then you have MAC is very pigmented, of course. MAC. Urban Decay.
I wouldn't use MAC foundation because it's really cakey. What did you use on me today?
Today I used Nakia. Nakia Cosmetics of Hollywood. I used her cream to powder foundation, and then I used her dual powder, setting powder. I used her blush to contour, and I used Morphe. I used Morphe on your eyes, Anastasia's brows, of course, and Anastasia's liquid lipstick, and her glow kits.
So if you want to get the perfect selfie and you want your makeup to come out on the front camera, use those products.
Yeah, so I would definitely say to play around in your makeup first and make sure it's pigmented. If you've got to rub your brush in there a lot, I would say it's not that great, and it probably won't show up on your front camera. So if it's very pigmented, you shouldn't worry about applying a lot. The easiest thing would be to dumb it down if you see that it is way too harsh, and just blend it out. And that'll definitely give you the perfect finish on camera.
Yeah, she did a lot of blending. She was like on like my eyelids for like a good 3 minutes. And I was like, you're still blending? Like, I just wipe it on.
Yeah, blending is definitely the key. Blending is key for every single thing. Foundation, contour, highlight, eyeshadow, even the brows. Blending, blend.
So where can these girls contact you if any of them want to get their face done by you?
You can follow me on Instagram.
What's your Instagram?
Veronica, Veronika. All right. Veronica Marie with 2 A's and 2 E's, and Veronica is with a K.
Okay. Okay. How about Facebook or?
Facebook, Veronica Marie Hernandez. Snapchat, Veronica.Marie. I'm on all social media.
Is it all the same? Veronica
with 2 A's? Yeah.
Okay.
My Twitter, all that.
And what are your like, what kind of events do you do? Like, pretty much anything if anybody wants to hit you up with it?
Yeah, I definitely do all events. I try to do whatever I can get myself into, especially with me being alone now. It's kind of hard to get yourself into that, but I managed to.
Yeah. Well, that's a really inspiring story, and that's great. Even though you got like scammed by that makeup artist, you still continued to do what you love, and now you're running your own business, and now you're your own boss.
Definitely.
And that's what Empowered with Allosandra is all about. Being an alpha female. So right now we're going to take a break, and we're going to have Michelle come on with us and talk about how to take care of your skin, with wearing all that makeup. Hello ladies, we are back, and we have Michelle with us. She's going to talk about how important taking care of your skin is.
Absolutely. And I loved everything that you had to say. Congratulations. That's really, I agree, so inspiring, so young and focused. And you have great skin too.
I told you.
Well, you both do, absolutely. You have great skin. Thank you. So in respects to skincare, I'm sure that you plugged in with a lot of people who ask you tons of questions, I could imagine. And you being, somebody who represents, glamour and all of that good stuff. But basically, what people don't realize is that, skin is actually an organ. It's the largest organ of the body. And so every 35 days, the cells reproduce, and we need to slough off the dead skin cells, because the oil, the dirt, makeup, can sit on the skin. For some people, sunscreen or medication. There's a lot of people that have eczema or psoriasis or acne, and so they have these medicated products, on their face that it has absorbed, but nevertheless, it's there. So everybody should have a great skin, a face wash, but everybody has different skin types. So what you may use may not be good for me. And usually people can tell by if their skin is dry, if it's oily, right? Just like what you were saying about makeup. There's different makeup for different skin type. And so everybody should wash their face morning and night, just like they brush their teeth. Same concept. Moisturize, start now. If I would have known what I know now, 25, 30 years ago, oh my gosh, I would have been moisturizing. I'm like, like crazy.
Well, your skin looks great.
Well, yeah, because now I'm dedicated and consistent. But, growing up, I had the freckles from sun exposure. But we all need that. And our skin, basically, we're born with a special, protection. But as people age, they lose hydration. They lose minerals, they lose collagen, and we just stop producing it altogether. At 25, 30 years old, we just don't make it anymore. So that's why everybody runs to the dermatologist, the plastic surgeon, they get filler, they're getting all of these things, these serums, because it's basically putting back into the body what the body needs. Water alone is not enough, but drink your water. And exercise, antioxidants are great. So good skin wash, that can be at a department store, can be purchased. Dermatologist's office, a spa, a medi-spa can be a great outlet, a source of consultants, people such as myself. But essentially people should do their homework, just like anything, just like makeup. Because it's an investment, right? Because once you start, you have your kit. I mean, you pretty much stick with what works, right?
Yes, and it's really great.
Absolutely. And we have people who, out of nowhere, maybe they get pregnant, or sports, hormones change. It can cause acne. So a person like that may need an acne wash that has like an antibiotic, a sulfur in it. So those kinds of things. It's just such a range, but face wash, moisturizer, serum, and I have everything. I have like that kit, but it's just my skincare because it's like my face, my neck, you know, this tissue here is different here around the eyes, you know, completely different area of skin. So the body, you know, it's like I wear my mud and my sea salts and scrub. But believe it or not, you know, I've had oily skin my entire life. I got it from my mom. Thanks, Mom. Because it actually, oil is a good hydration. It's a good barrier.
Yeah, that's what me and my mom were talking about. Because I was like, oh, like my face is so oily. She's like, oh yeah, my face is oily too, honey. And I was like, oh. And then she's like, but that's good because, you know, like it keeps away the wrinkles and all that.
That's right, absolutely. So some people, they will scrub their skin and actually cause irritation. It's not their fault. I mean, they're just trying to do away with, as you were saying, the shine, right? As you, yeah. What's going on?
Like twice a week.
Yes.
Scrub 3 times a day.
It's true because our skin is supposed to have natural oils and what they call lipids. And so that's super hydrating. So there are skincare products just for the oil, just to put it back into the skin, you know, for moisturizing, for all sorts of things. I agree with what you were saying about the concealer and dusting. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that as long as people wash their face at the end of the day. And, you know, but those things are beneficial because some people are very insecure of their flaws, you know, freckles or dark circles or whatnot. And there are actually skincare products that can help correct those things. There, you know, vitamin E is an antioxidant. Vitamin C is great for pigmentation. There's all sorts of things. But, you know, hats are great for sun protection because the reason why some people, it's hereditary, but unfortunately factors like drinking lots of alcohol, smoking, pollution, the environment, can have an effect on the skin. And that's why some people, you may notice their skin looks kind of dry and wrinkly. They're really losing that hydration. But yeah, I'm interested. How come your skin looks so great?
What
are you using?
I know.
I've used the same thing with my clients when they have dry skin, like Allosandra. Not saying you have dry skin, but if their lips are a little, you know, a little lips. Lips are a little dry. So I use a scrub, and I'll scrub first to, you know, eliminate all the dead skin, and then I cleanse out all my pores, and then I just moisturize.
And something that you said that was really, that I was listening to and I really enjoyed was when you talked about the blending of the makeup.
Oh yes, definitely.
So it's the layering as well.
Oh yeah.
And it's the same with skincare. It's just about the layering, you know, the washing and then the moisturizing. Right? It's all about.
If you keep all your oils, like all the oils you produce under and you try to apply makeup, it will be a lot darker in that area because your makeup is absorbing the oils in that area, so it'll sit there. And you're just like, well, what's going on? As a makeup artist, you're like, well, what am I doing wrong?
Right.
Well, maybe your client is not cleansing or taking care of their skin. And even sometimes the skin, like the moisturizer that you use, it can help your blending. It can help the blending of your eyes and all that.
Absolutely. So basically, you know, what I tell people is, I break it down, make it really simple because it can get very confusing, it's kind of like a trainer is at a gym. It's like, okay, you have many muscles in your body, you have many areas that we need to, you know, focus on. And each day, you know, there's prep and then there's, you know, focus on those things to get better and better and build up. It's the same thing with skincare. It's like food for the skin. So essentially, you know,
it's a process, and then you know you have to work for your results, just like working out.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and just like, you know, people are dedicated to being healthy from the inside. It's essentially for the outside, and so one thing is not going to do it. Just like one piece of gym equipment is not going to, you know, make someone look like Arnold Schwarzenegger, you know? So it's like, you know, we want to, you know, glow. Look at how beautiful she is. She smiles and, you know, big smiles. So
Thank you.
that's what counts, it's just from inside. And absolutely.
Yes, it's true. So do you carry any skincare products, or do you sell them?
Actually, I do. I sell a line. It's actually from the Dead Sea, from Israel. It's not a private label line. It's sold all over the country and internationally, and it's a luxury skincare line. It's not my own. I'm a representative, and I sell products or kits or SKUs I can sell to pharmacies or doctor's offices, whatever the case may be. But we have a whole line for every age group, organics. Their stem cells come from plants and, those sorts of things. So there's no human testing or animal testing. And in fact, I'm going to New York to the beauty show. And so
I love
that's
New York.
what we've done. I know.
It's really pretty.
Yeah. So we'll just be selling lots of skincare. So
can people contact you?
yeah, absolutely.
Where can they contact you at?
I do have an Instagram, so it's like
Instagram,
Shopify, so all of those different avenues. But I mean, they can call me or email. But essentially, I'm at Michelle Torres, so that's MICHELLETORRES, and there's my other site is Skiniatry. Like psychiatry, but it's like Skiniatry. I get it. That's discussing your skin. So my Skiniatry, is my avenue that I use just to communicate with people. And I love giving free advice. I'm not looking to, capitalize on that. Yeah, it's fun, right? It's helping people.
A lot of people will ask you, what do you use? A lot of people will ask you, what do you use? What do you this? And you would see a lot of other beauty gurus, they don't reply and they don't tell you, they don't want to tell you the truth. But when people ask me, I tell them this, and they're like, okay.
Yeah, because they want you to keep coming back to them. So
yeah, you can't be selling a product,
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. But one thing is, even people with dark skin, should also be careful, because even though they have great melatonin in their skin, they have to be very careful as well. So every walk of life, wear your skin.
Yes, so I think we covered a lot of great stuff today. A lot, some inspiring story.
I know.
Just a lot, all about the skin today. But that's great. So thank you guys. Thank you. I know it was last minute for you to come on here, but thank you. And thank you for driving out all the way over here.
Of course, anytime.
And doing my makeup amazing.
Yes, you're welcome. Thank you. Thank you.
So that's it for today. Make sure to keep up with my show. It's pretty cool to watch.
Very cool. I'm an instant fan. So.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, and thanks for watching, and have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.